welcome to Finding Your Frequency, the show where we meet people here in North Florida, find out who they are, where they're going, and what it takes to get there successfully. I'm Brian Sexton, joined this week by Bonnie Hayflick from Bonnie Hayflick PR. How are you?
I'm doing well.
It's been a couple of months since we've connected.
I know. We see each other throughout all these years in different capacities.
100%.
It's nice to sit in front of you and
Face
do the
to face.
show. Thank you.
You are so integrated in St. Johns County, and St. Augustine in particular.
Yeah.
What are you working on down there these days? What's popping?
The big story is the National Park Service just funded St. John's Cultural Council, a client of mine, to the tune of $750,000 to finish a lot of the rehab on a historic civil rights property in St. Augustine Beach, the St. Augustine Beach Hotel, and that was part of the U.S. Civil Rights Appropriations Funds.
Okay.
And that's a big number for our county and for a nonprofit to finish the work on this historic property and their cultural center there.
When does that start, or is it already underway?
It's underway. The first phase started with a $500,000 grant.
Wow.
And this grant was just awarded to do the second floor. There's a lot of history on the property. If anybody wanted to look that up, they could easily find it.
Whenever I chat with you, you know what's going on in St. Augustine.
Yeah.
I mean, you've obviously been a big part of the community down there.
Is
it just being out and about?
It is, and it's, I think my most recent epiphany and realization about St. Augustine is being around the people who really are truly vested for a long time in that city. Generations of people are there, and I'm very active in the downtown Rotary Club of St. Augustine. We meet on Mondays in Casa Monica Hotel.
Yeah, I've spoken there.
Yes, and that is the old guard. We have a member, Colonel Pruitt, 104 years old, and he comes to our lunches on Mondays, and I give him a big hug and a handshake and hope he can hear me, and I know he sees me. But it's the point I'm trying to make is access.
Yeah.
To be involved and have access to the leaders in that community. There's a lot of newcomers, but that city's really run by people who love it there, and their families have been there since the Menorcan times, and a lot of the families have been there since the 1500s.
So how do you connect them? Because that's what you do. You connect
do.
people. How do you connect them with that next generation?
Oh, that's a challenge. I'm a mentor. I mentor students at Pedro Menendez High School.
Sure.
That program just ended. I'm very involved in Investing in Kids, Inc., the foundation for the school board and the school district there. There's a lot of young people that work in the businesses that I represent, and I try to share with them what the evolution of their particular field could be, and probably I lead by example.
Okay. You have such a passion for St. Augustine.
I do.
And the people that you talk about, the old guard, they have it too. Do you find it coming up behind you guys, the next generations? Is the passion for their community the same, or is that something that you have to foster?
It is. It is. The old line families and their kids are in such admiration of their parents and their grandparents and the grandparents before them, and I see that particularly at Rotary, because this particular club is probably 103, 104-year-old club.
Yeah.
And you see the generations coming in with their parents who are the members, and it's very heartwarming to see that. And it's such a small town, you get to know these people and know their families, and what their true heart is that city. They protect that city.
What are you working on next? What's the next big project for Bonnie Hayflick PR?
Well, a big part of my work is also for First Coast Cultural Center, run by Donna Guzzo, the amazing Donna Guzzo. And she is working on a brand new building that they have in Ponte Vedra Beach, and different arts programs that she's instilling there. She had a very successful fundraiser this past weekend. So my heart seems to be in nonprofits in St. Johns County, and a big client of mine, a for-profit, is Meridian Waste, who services Jacksonville, Nassau County, and I put out press releases and write stories for them from time to time.
Mary O'Brien's group keeps you hopping, don't they?
I love Mary. Mary and I have worked together since '05.
Have you really?
I met Mary because I'm a horse person, and she's a very accomplished equestrian. There was a little classified ad back in the day. The Dressage Association was looking for a publicist to promote a particular show when the Equestrian Center first opened.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you're going back.
And I met her, and we put together a beautiful editorial spread in Jack's magazine at the time. And she said, are your skills transferable? And I've been doing her PR work since '05, ever since. So that's a long-time client of mine. And I have a list of many clients based in St. Augustine.
Long-standing relationships.
Yeah.
Are the hallmark of your business.
Very much so. And I think when people hire a PR person, they're hiring, there has to be a fit. There has to be a personality fit.
You have to be able to connect.
Yeah.
Just like we do here on Finding Your Frequency.
Thank
Bonnie,
you,
I hope you'll come
Brian.
back and tell us what's going on in business.
I'd love to.
And in St. Augustine.
Wonderful.
You're our St. John's connection.
Appreciate it.
And that'll do it for this edition of Finding Your Frequency. We'll see you next time.